You are listening to Unscripted Moments, a podcast about propaganda. On this episode, I am chatting briefly with Todd Kowalski, bassist and vocalist for Propaganda. In 2025, Propaganda released At Peace on Epitaph Records and toured Europe and Canada. So Todd and I touched base a bit to recap last year for the band. On this episode, we also discussed a few songs, and those segments will appear in our forthcoming At Peace standalone song episodes. So this is not the full conversation, and you'll hear those at a later date. Please enjoy this catch-up episode with Todd Kowalski. Todd, welcome back to the podcast.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
I'm delighted every time that you're here, Todd. You're so generous with your time. We really appreciate you here, kind of taking the podcast to the next level by getting some inside baseball, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my pleasure. It's always nice talking to you.
Yeah. Well, so Todd, we're in February of 2026 now.
Yeah.
And you guys did a lot last year. The band did a lot last year. There was the writing and recording of a new record, and there was some touring. So I just kind of want to reflect on that for a few minutes if we can. Tell me a little bit about some of your big memories of the writing process for what became At Peace. Because I know it was you, Jordan, Chris, just kind of, in the practice space for a long time. But what are some of your big takeaways or memories of the writing process?
Yeah, I guess just kind of going to our jam space, seeing Jordan, Chris, and just getting down to business, I think for some reason, I thought arranging the song At Peace was really fun. It was like a little more linear-ish, and we just kind of like kept introducing like a little more spaces and just kind of dynamics to it, and just licks all over the place. And I was just like, yeah, it just kind of became really fun, And I found myself going to jamming and really enjoying all the songs we were playing, and just thinking, oh yeah, this is like, I think the songs really suit my me as a listener, not just someone in a band,
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah. Well, I talked to Chris about the record a couple of times, and he was mentioning that there was like a conscious effort to explore lots of different tempos and things
Yeah,
like that. And this record definitely feels different than other Propaganda records. It's like way more dynamic in its range of speeds,
yeah.
especially your tunes. Where were you kind of at as a writer with regards to like tempo and what kind of vocal styles you were shooting for on the record? Because this is a very unique record for you.
Yeah, I guess I don't really shoot for anything in particular, but I just happen to really like just kind of more morose sounding music, I suppose, in general.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I just kind of work on my vocals, just yeah, just trying to do the best I can, really, not really going for something in specific, but I was just seeing, yeah, I think that's about it, really.
Yeah, because the record doesn't have like a Hadron Collision or you know what I mean from you.
Yeah,
It's way more of a if cut into the earth and life at disconnect were elaborated upon. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I've been seeing these types of songs out of you for 20 years. But it just is like it feels really like expanded upon on this record, Does that make sense?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think maybe yeah, I think they're just maybe arranged a little better than those other two songs you mentioned. Like just
Hmm.
and I had a little bit more of the ability to pull them off the way I wanted.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, it's really cool to see lots of new stuff on this record. Like this is
yeah,
something I love. One of the main reasons why I'm such a fan of your band is the growth that continues on every record. It's not the same thing like ever. Like when I texted Jason Livermore about having him on the podcast before the record came out, he's like, "Oh yeah, it's like Victory Lap Part 2." And I was like, really? That surprises me. And then when it came out, it wasn't like Victory Lap Part 2 at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
And I was like, Jason is completely off base here. But yeah, and I know that you really love it. And then you were telling, and then your brother and I were texting a little bit on Instagram after it
Oh,
came out. And
cool.
he's like, I love this record so much. It's my favorite record. So how are you feeling like almost a year on from the entire process itself? Are you still feeling like really good about the record?
Yeah, yeah, especially after we were playing the songs live, like I could just feel a difference in myself, how I felt playing them.
Yeah.
I really like yeah, dynamics and stuff and just the different atmospheres. Uh so yeah, it's kind of just that we're getting closer to that was kind of making me happy.
How did you feel about the like the reception of the record from fans around the world?
You never can tell, you know what I mean? But like I always send them to my friend Kenton and my brother and like, Derek Riel and you and whoever. That's instead guys from Sacrifice and just, my partner Leah and whoever, like as long as everyone I know is feeling it, you know? Like even if they weren't, it wouldn't like it would ma it might hurt me a little bit, but I had the same thing like when today's Empires came out, no one I knew liked it, so I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't know anyone liked it till I got to the States. I was like, okay, I guess people do like it.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
like, okay. I almost was like, okay, yeah, thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate
amazing.
it.
Well, something that's really interesting for me is like I always really love records by bands that I love. Like I loved At Peace on the first listen because it was so fresh and new to me after not
Yeah,
hearing new songs from you guys for like 7 or 8 years. I was like, oh, okay, this is like just a new era. This is so interesting. But then for me as a listener, it takes seeing songs live to really feel it. You know what I mean?
right.
Because you can only
Yeah,
feel music so much in a home stereo system or headphones to a certain degree. But when you feel the music coming through the speakers and it vibrates through your physical body, it kind of takes on a new
yeah,
form for me. So, something like Guiding Lights live, like it just pulses through me in
yeah, cool,
in a
right?
new way. So for me, like this happens to me every single time I see you guys. Like if there's a new record out and I'm listening to it and I'm loving it and I'm listening to it all the time and it's great. But then once I see it live, it just takes on a new shape for me.
Yeah, cool.
So I want to know what that's like for you guys to put those songs into a set because you toured a whole bunch last year in Europe and Canada. So what's it like incorporating new songs into a set from such a long running band? To make it flow, like what was that process like for you guys planning it out?
Yeah, well, I think we always maybe like overdo it with new songs. Uh, but I kind of like feel like if you're listening to a band all the time and you've listened to them, like if you're consistently up to date listening to them, like what you want to hear is new songs. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like if like Catatonia or Napalm Death or something, comes like I want to hear what they're up to. Like if it's
Hmm.
just some band you used to listen to in the past and haven't listened to 20 years, but you're gonna go see them. Like like does it really matter to me if someone hasn't listened to us for 20 years, to appease them? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it'd be nice to, but like we don't want to spend our time and lives doing that when we could be playing new songs and having an awesome time. And
Hmm.
everyone would still be beat digging it except for a few people. So it's like the trade-off's not kind of worth it. Like it might sound corny, but I literally think of us more as artists than like performers. Like of
Yeah.
course we're gonna practice and perform the best we can and try to go nuts and whatever, but it's like you know what I mean? But the creativity and the exchange to me is more artistic than uh like some kind of surface entertainment.
Yeah, I mean that's what I want out of you guys as well. Like as a big fan, like I know all big fans want to have that exact experience. And it's funny that you mentioned artists because you remember Chris Brown who played the clav on Potemkin
Yeah.
City Limits. I know
Yeah,
you
we
all ran
saw
into
him.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, what was that like running into Chris? I had him on the podcast after that. I tracked him
Oh,
down, but
yeah.
like what was that like running into him after 20 years?
Well, I'll have to check out that podcast episode. yeah, it was awesome to see him, you know. He's another guy, like you could really tell when he handed his keyboard parts back to us, like yeah, he went like you could tell he was just feeling it, playing whatever, like improvising, you know. And
Hmm.
like you know, like we edited stuff in and out to suit the songs, you know. Like he had a lot more stuff going, but you know, sometimes it'd be interesting to hear it again sometime, the full thing, but you know, sometimes when you have a song and it's going a certain way and then things are added, you just become like a little bit fearful because you only have one chance, you know, and then that's the song, you know. So you kind of
Hmm.
maybe play it a little bit safe sometimes, you know. Uh, but yeah, it's awesome, and yeah, it's cool to hear everything he's playing, you know. And he's such a creative person. Yeah, he used to sing with this woman, Kate Fenner,
Hmm.
or she was the singer and he was playing, and yeah, she's such a good singer too. Like I'd listen to their CD or whatever, and just yeah, just such creative people. It's nice to have them involved, you know?
You know, I ran actually now that you mention it, I don't remember who sent it to me, if it was Chris or if it Chris Hanna or if it was Chris Brown, but
Okay.
I got the isolated clavinet tracks
Oh, yeah.
from
Wow.
Potemkin, and I think I got it from Chris Brown and sent it to Chris Hanna. So Chris Hanna might actually have that. So we can definitely
Oh,
track that down so you can hear the isolated version of that because I'd imagine it's been a bit. But it's
yeah,
such a
that's pretty
prominent
cool.
part of Bringer of Greater Things, you know. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's just
yeah, yeah. It sounds so nice, you know, or so really captures that mood that we were searching for. Yeah.
yeah, what a cool guy. That's just such a random moment about that 2025 touring. Do you have any
Yeah.
other big standout experiences from the 2025 tour cycle that are good memories to you?
I just had a really good time. Like it was summer, you know, it's just nice days, nice crowds. I thought we were playing really well. This kind of felt really nice, you know. Nothing seemed too long. Even our drives, you know, you're just sitting there eating your snacks. You get to the next place. After a while, like I kind of like I was carrying the gear every day and doing the shows and sitting there. But yeah, my arms, like after, I don't think I could have played one more show. Like my
Mm,
body, my hips, my arms were all like because I practiced so hard for the shows, but I was also playing a lot of bluegrass, you know, on my guitar.
mm-hmm,
I was like, I think I might have almost got tendonitis, you know, and then playing the
mm.
shows and carrying the gear every night, you know, it's just oh, it got to my arms. They still hurt. I don't know how much long later it is in time, but yeah.
Yeah. Have you recovered at all? Are you still getting that pain?
Just a bit, but I kind of do all kinds of stupid stuff too, so it's like
Yeah.
whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember when I saw you a few months back we were chatting about it, but I had tendonitis in my elbow, so I had
Right, yeah, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
tennis elbow, and I got this like platelet rich plasma injection like right into
Yeah,
the tendon, and so but yeah, I was having arm pain for like 6 months. I would wake up in the morning, it would feel like my arm was broken,
yeah.
and I had to get that treatment. So there are some options there. If that elbow tendonitis sticks around for a while, you can go and get a really painful injection right into your elbow and hopefully get it sorted out.
Yeah, I feel like mine will go away on its own, you know. As long as I'm like not being ridiculous, it's like stops hurting, you know. But yeah, lately I've been doing everything that causes it to hurt, so
What are you all up to now? How's life in the winter between your last tour and then what you guys are gonna get do later on down the road in 2026?
yeah, yeah, it's been pretty cold actually, so just kind of laying low, doing art and playing my guitar a lot and doing my singing and whatever, doing this and that.
Nice. Is the
Yeah.
band getting together at all, or are you guys taking some time?
Oh, we haven't for a bit, but I'm pretty sure we'll get rolling again pretty soon, yeah.
Love it. What can listeners of the podcast and fans of the band expect in 2026? I know there's some stuff in the works.
Yeah, we're headed out to Western Canada in the late August, and yeah, from Saskatoon to Vancouver, and we're playing a festival which includes DOA, which is pretty cool. We played with them only once before, but we're on a different stage, so we could just like literally hear like their last song and then us starting, you know, which is kind of too bad because I would have liked to see them. And then yeah, and that's on the whole trips with Flatliners, so or the Flatliners. Yeah. I really dig
Awesome.
them, so that's cool. I like them.
Very nice. Are there any more secrets in the works that people can expect to hear about?
Probably a couple shows in the Peg showing up. That's my yeah.
Sweet, very cool. I know
Yeah.
I was
And then a couple other things for down the line, you know.
yeah, I was looking through the Instagram comments on your page today after you all put the tour dates out, and the amount of like no Winnipeg or Winnipeg gets hosed again comments are very they're there. I'm sure you'll see them if you go
Yeah.
digging.
People don't really have a sense of things being announced in staggered orders sometimes, you know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when the last tour we didn't have Montreal on there for a while because they were festivals in Quebec, you know, so we couldn't put them on, you know.
Hmm.
And then, you know, so we're getting angry messages from there, and then, you know, eventually, yeah, them okay, okay.
Yeah. And well, it benefited me a lot too when the way you announce shows is very fun to me. But when you announced the Toronto shows in London, Ontario last fall, I was like, okay, I can't go to the London show, which I really would have liked to go because it's easy drive from Buffalo. But then I was like making plans for the Toronto show, and then you announced the second Toronto show, and I was like, yes. So
Yeah,
I'm a fan of the little surprises here and there and the staggered announcements. It just makes things a little more fun for me.
yeah. It's yeah,
Well,
and if you live in a place like Winnipeg, you're just used to everything skipping or missing anyway, so whatever.
yeah. Well, and I know a bunch of people that I'm friends with really have it on the bucket list to see the band in the hometown. So
All right.
you'll get some out of towners as
Yeah,
well
that's
for any Winnipeg events in the future, including possibly me if I can swing it.
yeah,
Um,
deadly. Cool.
yeah, seeing y'all in Winnipeg is always a delight. Um, well, any other 2025 memories or anything like that you felt like sharing before we chat about some other tunes?
Well, yeah, I guess if you're talking about memories, yeah, I thought I always think Newfoundland's the best place.
Mm,
I stayed there after the show with my partner Leah, and yeah, we went around. Yeah, it's amazing. I want to go back again sometime soon.
nice. What was is that the Rock House in Moncton? Is that where you were playing?
No, what's it called? No, it's in St. John's.
Oh, okay.
I forget what I forget what the place is called. Yeah, but wouldn't be
Nice.
hard to find.
Yeah, the Maritimes scenery is really wonderful. Seeing all like the rock faces like against the ocean
Yeah,
and everything. It's
yeah, it's
just
unreal.
really special. I haven't been out that far out east yet, but maybe someday. It just
Yeah,
looks
if you
awesome.
can go to St. John's, yeah,
Nice. Is
or even further. Yeah, it's I think maybe one of the coolest places I've ever been. Yeah.
nice. I was reading this book recently that Beeve actually recommended to me called Aurora. And in the Aurora there is a Labrador biome that is inside this spaceship, like Labrador in Canada.
Oh well.
And like it's inside this deep space exploring spaceship, and they kept talking about going to the Labrador biome, and I was just like, man, that is so cool. What an insane experience to recreate what Labrador, Canada is like inside of a gigantic spaceship hurtling through deep space.
Yeah, is it a Canadian writer? I guess probably.
No, Kim Stanley Robinson.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been,
Amazing book. If you're looking for some amazing sci-fi, Aurora by Kim Stanley Robinson has absolutely blown my mind.
oh yeah,
I only have 50 more pages to go until I finish the book, and it's my first big long 500-page book that I've read in a long time. So I'm really trying to get back into that as well to keep my brain going as I age, you know.
yeah. I should check that out. I haven't read one of his books for a while. Yeah, it's cool.
It's a good one. All right, let's chat about some tunes.
Oh yeah, what were you chatting with Beef about? Just
Oh, well, side note, Beav was on the podcast recently because he made a new record
yeah, awesome.
called World Ship.
Oh, I
And
haven't heard that yet. I gotta
oh,
message him.
it's his brand new one. Well, it came out the end of December, but he's as you know, he's making solo music under the name Kyle.
Yeah, yeah.
And his first record, Transcontinental Tour, we made an episode about it on the podcast last year, and it was really great. And then he made another one. So he came out with a record in January, and then he came out with a record in December. And I was like, Beef, you're going to eclipse Propagandy's all-time releases in like 2 years at this rate. But it's a great record, man.
Deadly.
He's killing it. He did like programmed drums on the first record, and then he got Ryan Nash to play drums on the new record. So he's got a real drummer on this one.
Oh,
Um,
deadly.
but it's like a sci-fi record. It's a record about people in a spaceship, and it's loosely based on that novel, Aurora.
Oh,
So you should check out the book and Beeve's new album because it's amazing listening to the guy sing too, because
yeah.
for a long time I've just associated with him with like instrumentals with like Giant Sons and Agassi and stuff, and
Yeah.
now he's out there belting it out. It's really great.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I didn't know he had that new one out yet. I get his dispatches, but haven't actually got one for a while. I don't know what happened to him.
I think he deleted his Substack actually,
Oh, okay.
so
Okay.
that's probably why. But he's got that on Bandcamp. And it's actually on other streaming too. Been listening to it on Apple Music, so I can give him 0.001 of a penny or something like that every time I
Yeah.
listen to one of his songs. So I'm like, Beeve, I'm going to get you royalties, man.
Yeah,
And
deadly.
if they do that year-end wrap thing on Apple Music, I'm probably going to be like the 0.0001% of Beeve's all-time listeners on Apple Music. And they're gonna be like, you are the biggest fan of Kyle in the entire world. And I'm gonna be like, well, that's actually probably true. So
Cool.
I'll take it. I'll take it. But there's a good book recommendation and an album recommendation for you. But Beav is killing it, man. His vocals
Yeah.
are so good.
Oh, deadly. Cool.
It's so impressive. So hit him up and harass him for not telling you and keeping you more in the loop.
Yeah, I will for sure.
Don't follow me. Don't ask where I'm going. Night falls. The seasons are changing in time.